Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of The Language of Leadership. I'm your host, Chuck Marting. This is going to be a first for us here on The Language of Leadership to do a sequel or a second podcast based on a episode that we did previously. And this was just last week's episode 40, where we talked about Earl Nightingale and his record called The Strangest Secret. I've had a lot of response to this, a lot. I've had people contact me and telling me the first time that they've ever heard this recording before, and how just after the first time listening to it, it changed their life. That is powerful. And it's something that I have spent all of this last week contemplating and thinking about, and what made this so special. And it's because it hits us at the core. It's helping each one of us become better, to be able to know that you can achieve anything in life if you just know what you need to do. And he gives you the key to this in The Strangest Secret. So what we're going to talk about in this episode of The Language of Leadership is what I have come up with because of the response that we've received from this last episode, in episode 40. What I did was I started looking on the internet, because in that recording, Earl Nightingale gives you some instruction on how to be able to take this challenge on. And he challenges you to do this for 30 days. And so I started looking for a plan or something that someone had put together that would help someone like myself stay on track for 30 days to meet this challenge. What you can do for 30 days to be able to meet this challenge, to succeed, and to see a difference in your life because of this information, because it will challenge you, but it will also change your life. And the first thing I want to address is he talks about an index card. Well, I guess I need to go back. In the show notes, you will find what I posted before as far as a reference to episode 40, but you're also going to get the link for the YouTube video so you can listen to it, and also the link that takes you to Amazon where you can purchase the audio of The Strangest Secret with Earl Nightingale narrating it. And I would highly encourage you to listen to that. When you do, he's going to talk about an index card and challenge you to have this index card, that you read it often, that it's going to have what it is that you truly desire to achieve. And this is going to be your goal for the next 30 days is part of that. So a lot of people, when they've contacted me, wanted to know, well, what do you do with this index card? And so what I want to share with you is what I've got here. And that is that he advised the listeners that they need to create an index card with a specific message, like I just said, something that you're wanting to obtain. And this is going to help remind you of the principles that were taught in The Strangest Secret when you listen to it. Now, this index card, it's meant to serve as a daily reminder for you. And it's going to be the key insight and guide towards your positive thinking and your success with this. So here's the suggested message that he talks about in The Strangest Secret. First, you need to write down your goal, what it is that you're wanting to achieve. Next, you need to become what you think about. In other words, you're supposed to meditate. You're supposed to think about it. What would it look like? How are you going to be once you achieve this? What's going to be different in your life? And you're supposed to envision this and to see it in your mind's eye. Because what he teaches in this principle of the strangest secret is that we are what we think about. That in and of itself is very powerful, especially in today's world when we have people that are constantly telling people that they're not worth anything, or we get challenged, or we get made to feel that we're inadequate. This is something that you're doing for yourself to prove to not only yourself, but to be able to see that you are capable of achieving anything that you're wanting to achieve. The next thing he talks about is talking about being grateful. Write down 3 things that you're grateful for each day. All right. That isn't something that's on the index card, but this is something that's going to help you. You need to write a positive affirmation down, okay? Or write down something that's powerful that's related to your goal. I would put this on that index card as well. And then you need to spend time not only just once a day, but throughout the day often looking at your index card, looking at your goal, taking a minute to visualize what that's going to look like when it's achieved. All right. And then he wants you to feel free to personalize that card with those things. And he suggests that you have one on your nightstand by your bed, have it on your desk, tape it up on your bathroom mirror. Have this everywhere for the next 30 days so that you're constantly thinking about what it is that you're wanting to achieve. And then remember that it's a powerful tool that this index card is to help keep you focused, keep you motivated, and help align you with the teachings that are taught in the Strangest Secret. Okay. So what I came up with this 30-day challenge is I wanted to try and figure out how am I going to be able to do this for 30 days, stay motivated, and to be able to achieve what it is that I'm wanting to achieve. I don't want this to be something I do for a couple days and then I go right back into my same routine, or I make excuses as to why I didn't continue to do it. So what I did is I came up with the 30-day challenge for the Strangest Secret. And this is to help you for these 30 days. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 30-day mastermind. I'm going to have 8 people that are going to do this with us. And what I envision and what we're going to do is the first time we're going to meet, it's going to be on a Saturday. And I'll give you the date here at the end. And that first day is just for us to get to know each other and to hear about each one of us that are in this challenge and what we are wanting to do and what this challenge means to you. And then after that, I will send out a daily message for 30 days. You're not going to have to log in. We're not all going to have to meet every single day. So don't feel that this is the commitment that you're going to have. The only commitment you'll have is that first meeting that we have to get to know each other really quick and to also have that support group. Okay. I will set up a WhatsApp channel for us to be able to be in communication with each other, just to give each other a heads up on how we're doing, what we're meeting with our goal, what kind of challenges we may be facing so that we're able to help each other. But each day, you will receive a message of the day for your challenge throughout this 30 days. And so what I want to do now is I want to go over what each day is going to look like. What kind of things am I going to be bringing to you to help you with this challenge? And those of you that express interest, like I said, we're going to start with a small group. I want this to be powerful. I want this to be something that we're able to meet as a group and be able to see not only the success and what it is that we're wanting to achieve, but how the mastermind principle that is part of this is a powerful tool. And if you've never experienced a mastermind, This is your opportunity for the next 30 days to see what that would be like. This isn't going to cost you anything. There's no cost involved other than your time and your commitment. That's it. That's the skin in the game that you're going to have with this challenge. So it's going to be for the first 8 people that contact me that want to be involved in this challenge. And then we'll go from there. But so let me lay out what the 30 days are going to be like, what kind of things we're going to be covering. So this will be given to each person that's involved in the challenge. They'll receive this on a daily basis. So with that, here's what the outline is going to be. The first week is called the awakening of our mind. All right, what we're going to achieve during that week. And on the first day, the first challenge is going to be self-reflection. I'm going to have you take time to reflect on your current beliefs, your thoughts, and your mindset, because that's a powerful thing that comes into play with this challenge. And then what I'm going to have you do is write down any negative thought patterns or self-limiting beliefs that you may have that you want to change. So that's your first challenge. The second day, we're going to talk about defining your goal. I want you to be able to clearly define what it is, your specific goal that you want, that you've put on that index card, and you want to achieve it by the end of the 30 days. And then I want you to be able to write down in a positive and present tense that statement as to what it is that you're going to achieve in that 30 days. The next day, we're going to call it the Strangest Secret. And you're going to be challenged to listen or read The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. I'm already giving you the links. You're already going to have that. That's it. That's what your challenge for that day is to listen to that and to take notes on the key concepts and messages that resonate with you when you listen to The Strangest Secret. On the fourth day, it's going to be positive affirmations. So we're going to create a list of positive affirmations related to your goal and the principles from the audiobook that you've listened to or the video that you've watched on YouTube. And then I'm going to have you repeat those affirmations daily to reinforce that positive mindset that Earl Nightingale talks about in The Strangest Secret. On the fifth day, we're going to have that as our visualization day. So you're going to spend time visualizing yourself achieving your goal, and then imagine the steps that you'll take and the success you'll experience once that goal is achieved. So that is the end of the first week. The second week is going to be called taking control of your thoughts. All right. So on the sixth day, we're going to eliminate negative influences. And we're going to do that by identifying anything that's negative, that's a negative influence in your life. We're talking people, the media, things at work, any of those things. You're going to help identify those things. And then we're going to eliminate your exposure to those influences so that you're able to maintain a positive mindset throughout this challenge. On day 7, we're going to talk about gratitude and practicing gratitude. I want you to be able to start your day with a gratitude journal if you don't have one, or to begin one, and write down at least 3 things that you are grateful for each day of this challenge. This is going to help cultivate an attitude of gratitude. It's going to help shift your focus to the positive aspects of things that are occurring in your life. On the 8th day, we're going to talk about replacing negative thoughts. So you're going to have to pay attention to negative thoughts that arise throughout your day. And then whenever you catch yourself thinking these negative thoughts, I want you to consciously replace those thoughts with positive ones. So it's an ongoing thing. We have negative thoughts every day. Your job is going to be able to identify those things and then replace them. All right. On the 9th day, we're going to talk about feeding your mind. And this is where you're going to read or listen to inspirational or educational material that aligns with your goals. And this will help you in continuing to learn what will help you in maintaining your growth and your mindset during this challenge. On day 10, I'm talking about visual inspiration. So this is where I'm going to help you in creating a vision board with images or words that represent your goal and the life that you desire. All right. And then what we're going to do is have you place that in a prominent place where you'll be able to see it daily to help you and to help remind you of what it is that you're wanting to do and what you're wanting to accomplish. That will take us to the end of the second week. So on the third week, we're going to start what we call the cultivating habits of success. That's week 3. So we're almost halfway through our 30 days. We will be by the end of this. And so day 11 is going to be your morning routine. And what we want to do is help establish a morning routine that's going to help include your positive affirmations that you're doing, your visualizations, and then also your gratitude practice of identifying 3 things each day that you're grateful for. And then we're going to set a positive tone for the day ahead for you to be able to continue to accomplish these things. On day 12, we're going to talk about time management. And this is where you're going to be able to analyze how you spend your time each day, and then identify areas where you can be more productive and allocate time for working towards your goals. Day 13 is going to be our action plan. And this action plan is going to be to create a detailed action plan to achieve your goal. And I'm going to help you in being able to break it down into smaller, manageable tasks. On day 14, we're going to talk about persistence. And this is going to help reflect on the power of persistence as it's discussed in the Strangest Secret, and help you in committing to staying persistent and resilient in the face of the challenges that you're going to have during this 30-day challenge. Day 15, halfway through, we're going to talk about celebrating small wins. And this is where you're going to acknowledge and celebrate the progress that you've made this far into the 30-day challenge. You're going to reward yourself for achieving smaller milestones, or we're going to go into detail with that on that day. On the 4th week, our last week together, this is going to be where we're going to, on day 16, review your progress. So you're going to take a moment during that day to review your progress that you've made during just the first few weeks. I want you to be able to identify any areas that you need improvement, and we're going to talk about that. On day 17, we're going to embrace failure. So this is kind of a shift in your perspective on failure. See, it's an opportunity to learn and grow, and we're going to embrace failure as we're going to step towards our success and what we're trying to achieve. On day 18, I'm going to have you surround yourself with positive people. And this is where I'm going to have you seek out and connect with individuals who share similar goals, or they have a positive attitude like you're going to have. And then this is how you're going to be able to create a supportive network of people around you that are going to encourage you and help you in achieving your goals and your growth. And this is going to be something that we're going to go into detail on each of these days, all these things that I've talked to you about so far. So this is just kind of a glimpse as to what each day will be when I send that video out to you. On day 19, we're going to talk about your inner dialogue. Okay. And this is where you need to pay attention to your inner dialogue, your self-talk, what you're telling yourself, and then helping you to replace criticism, self-sabotage with self-encouragement, so that you're able to continue to commit to your challenge for those 30 days. On day 20, we're going to do final visualization. And this is where you're going to spend time visualizing yourself achieving your goals with even more clarity and intensity. So you're going to have to tune in on that day to see how we're going to do that. But believe me, it's going to help you in your ability to succeed. And you're going to be incredibly satisfied when you figure out how this tool is going to help you in achieving your goals. In week 4, we're going to have continuous growth and reflection, and it's going to be continued. So on day 20, we're going to talk about your final visualization again. And this is where you're going to spend time again visualizing yourself achieving your goals. And this is with your clarity and intensity of being able to achieve that, helping you to believe in your ability to achieve and succeed in this goal. On day 21, we're going to talk about how to act with confidence. So this is where you're going to approach your daily activities with confidence, knowing that you are capable of achieving your dream, just like you're going to learn when you listen to The Strangest Secret. You're going to be able to trust in your abilities at this point, and you're going to be able to take action fearlessly. That is incredible. On day 22, we're going to talk about overcoming your procrastination. This is something that some people will have. So this is to identify any tendencies of procrastination and to take steps to overcome them. And this is going to help you prioritize your tasks and help you in tackling them one by one. On day 23, we're going to embrace change. And this is where you're going to embrace change as a natural part of our life, and it's going to be part of our personal growth. So this is where you're going to have to be open to adapting to new strategies and plans if this is going to be something that is needed in your life, but it's also going to give you the tools so that if you ever do face this, you know how to handle it and how to get back on track. Day 24 is one of my favorites. It's going to be where we're going to practice gratitude. This is where you're going to continue your daily gratitude journal that you've been keeping, but we're going to help focus on positive aspects of our life. And this gratitude is going to help keep you grounded and help keep you motivated for the remainder of the challenge that we have. This is going to take us into week 5, all right? And this is where we're going to review and reinforce. So on day 25, we're going to celebrate our progress so far. You're going to review your progress so far, and you're going to celebrate your achievements, no matter how small they are. And this is to acknowledge your effort that you've put into this for almost 30 days and being able to see how this challenge has helped you in achieving or getting even closer to your goal that you've set. Day 26, we're going to identify lessons that you've learned throughout this challenge, all right? I'm going to have you reflect back on some challenges that you had and things that you faced during this 30-day journey, and then identify the lessons that you've learned and how you can use them to improve and to continue to improve moving forward in this challenge. In day 27, we're going to share our success with each other. You're going to share your journey and your progress with someone close to you, all right? Whether that's your wife, a best friend, if it's going to be somebody in our group, somebody that you're going to be able to reach out with and you're going to be able to talk to, and you're going to celebrate your growth. And this is going to help inspire you, and it's going to help you in continuing to want to pursue your goal. In day 28, we're going to do self-encouragement. All right. Day 28 is practicing positive self-talk and offer yourself words of encouragement, and that you're going to be your biggest supporter throughout this journey all the way to the end. All right. Day 29 is to visualize your future, because we're only 2 days left in this challenge. And so I want you to be able to keep visualizing, to be able to understand the power of that tool. And you're going to be able to continue to grow and achieve new goals and live a fulfilling life because of what you've learned during this 30-day challenge. And day 30 is our reflect and set new goals. And this is on that final day, on day 30, where we're going to come back together as a group and meet one last time to discuss our 30-day journey and to help you to continue to unleash your potential, to be able to continue to grow, to continue to apply the principles that you've learned during this 30 days in practicing the Strangest Secret challenge, and how you can continue to incorporate this in your daily life to help keep you growing and achieving your dreams. I want you to be able to remember the success of this is going to lie in your commitment, in your consistency, and applying the principles that we're going to talk about and teach throughout this. I want you to be able to stay dedicated, and I want you to be able to process and enjoy this journey, because it's going to be incredible if you're able to implement each one of these things each day of this challenge. You're going to see your growth. You're going to feel the change, and you're going to experience the acknowledgement and receiving that you've been wanting to achieve in that 30 days. This is all towards your personal growth. You're going to have a journey that you're going to have recorded, that you've kept in your journal. You're going to be able to see the achievement that you've had, and you're going to be able to share that with others. This has been an incredible and powerful lesson for me as well, to be able to travel down this road with you, but also to continue to help you in your growth and being the leader that you want to become, and knowing how to achieve things so that you in turn will be able to do the same thing with those that you lead. I hope you enjoy this. I hope that this is something that you feel that you're up for the challenge. So what I want you to do is that if this is something that's interesting to you, if it's something that you're going to be able to commit to for 30 days, that you feel that we're going to be able to give you the tools necessary to help you in your growth, then I want you to reach out to me at chuck@learningthelanguageofleadership.com. And in your heading, I want you to put 30-day challenge, and I will contact you and we'll go from there. The challenge is going to start on August 23rd. You'll need to contact me prior to that so we can get everybody together, send out the Zoom link for the first day of the challenge, and we'll go from there. So I hope this is something that you're interested in doing. And I know that it will be life-changing. It'll be something that you'll really be grateful that you participated in and that you were able to achieve something that you really wanted to achieve within this 30 days. So I look forward to meeting you and to be able to work through this with you. So until next week, when we bring you another episode of The Language of Leadership, remember, stay focused, achieve your dreams, and be the guide that the people that are in your life need and the leader that they're wanting. Take care.